What if your whole life was a lie without you knowing it? The Truman Show tells the story of Truman Burbank, a man living in an idyllic town, unaware that his life is being broadcast 24 hours a day as a reality show. Truman is a kind man working at an insurance company. He is married to Meryl and has a best friend named Marlon. Although his routine seems peaceful, Truman has dreamed of exploring the world since childhood, and especially Fiji, a place he associates with freedom, and Sylvia, a woman he briefly met and felt a deep connection with. Have you ever wondered if your life is being controlled? Truman's life begins to change when a spotlight mysteriously falls from the sky, sparking his suspicions. From that moment on, Truman starts noticing strange behaviors around him. Neighbors repeating the same movements, rain that seems to follow him specifically, and radio broadcasts narrating his actions in real time. What would you do if everything around you was a lie? He remembers Sylvia, who tried to warn him years ago that his life was a lie before being removed from the set by the producers. This motivates Truman even more to seek answers. In his youth, Truman was traumatized by a supposed accident in which his father died at sea. A staged event meant to instill a fear of water and prevent him from leaving Sea Haven. The truth always finds a way to come to light, even if it takes a while to appear. Christoph, the creator of the show, decides to bring Truman's father back as a strategy to divert his growing curiosity and restore the protagonist's emotional stability. However, this reunion only increases Truman's suspicions as he begins to perceive that everything around him is carefully controlled. How far are you willing to believe what others tell you? Driven by a desire to escape, Truman attempts to leave Sea Haven, but his efforts are constantly thwarted. Flights are canceled, buses break down, and roads are suddenly closed. Despite this, Truman becomes more cunning. One day, he pretends to follow his daily routine and manages to disappear from his house, evading the cameras watching him. Sometimes, all we need is a small act of bravery to change our lives forever. This causes panic among the production team. Eventually, they discover that Truman has escaped on a boat, and they create an artificial storm to force him to return. Despite the fear instilled in him since childhood, Truman bravely faces the storm and continues sailing until he reaches the edge of the set, a wall painted like an infinite sky. Nothing can stop someone who seeks the truth. There, Truman finds a door that leads to the real world. Christoph speaks to him directly for the first time, trying to convince him to stay by arguing that the world outside Sea Haven is chaotic and unpredictable, while the set keeps him safe. However, Truman rejects the offer and, with a smile, delivers his iconic farewell. Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night before stepping through the door to freedom. Never let anyone tell you that you can't do something.